We've all seen those posts on forums about people say, if I reverse my trades with this EA, will it do better? Because all those sales lost money. So they're thinking that if they in turn buy, those buys will make money. You've all seen that, and you've seen all the responses those people get. But if you give me a couple minutes, I might put you on the fence of that question. This here is something I could talk about for hours and back it up with math and charts and indicators for hours, but I'm going to try to keep this under 5 minutes. Over on the enivids site, earnforex.com, here lately I've been working on the scanners to scan for signals, all pairs, all time frames. And also I have the histograms in there to kind of reinforce the belief in what I was doing. Right here, you can see it's TSR 89. This is, and you can see the TSR changed from red to lime, and the bars changed from red to blue. I should have had it lime, but didn't. Here it's red during this period. Here it's blue. Down here it's lime up here. You can see every single change, even that little short one there, it changed colors. I know you've seen that type of indicator before. And what this is also doing, it is counting the number of buys, if you want to look at it that way, and sells, if you want to look at it that way, and it will tell you the number of pips made or lost in between the periods of time of these two lines. If you've watched the videos or you've watched about Peyton's MA, you know what these lines are. You just move it to a period of time and it will count the number of buys or sells between there. So between here and here, this thing is saying I had 2 ups and I had 2 downs. Let's look. This one doesn't count because it's already lime. There's 1 down. There's 2 downs. 2 ups. There's 1 up, and there is 2 ups. It's before the line, so it counts. And it adds the pips up. So I'm sure you can see that. What this is for 2 reasons. First off, it will show you the signals. This top one is the TSR signals. The second one is the QQE signals. The third one is another indicator's signals. This line, red right now, is the TSR on the daily. So, keeping with my way of looking at things, I really don't want to be buying when it's red. I want to be thinking about selling. So now let's get back to the can reversing the trades help? All right, so let's go here. What I'm going to do now, it wouldn't make any difference what period of time, but I'm going to stay with where we're at. I'm going to move back here. So now I'm going to be fully in my sell period right here, and it should count the number of buys and sells on the times below. All right, so here it said I had 1 up. There it is right there on the 240 chart. I had 1 up and I had 1 down. The down would have made 59 pips. The 1 would have lost 101 pips. The up I said meant. Okay, let's drop down. Here, I had 7 ups, and if we went back through there and counted them, you'd see 7, just like in the other videos. And if we went back and count, we'd have 6 downs. 7 up, 6 downs. The 6 downs would have made 285 pips. The 7 ups would have lost 399. All right, now think about something. Just give me a couple seconds here. What if I had sold on those ups instead of buying? Wouldn't I have made roughly 399 pips? Isn't 399 pips more than 285? You can see it better. Let me go back to the 4-hour. Indicators and all can really make things simple for you. Data mining can really make things simple for you. I don't know why that line's there. Get that out of the way. All right, so we're going back to let's reverse our trades. Now you cannot. This will not work on every expert advisor, on every trading system. It won't work. If a trading system is so hopeless that nothing can help it, it's hopeless. But if you have a good trading system, sometimes, and you will see here, and I can give you dozens of examples on this very little scheme that we're doing here, this TSR, this sort of stuff, and you'll be able to see it. So if we reversed our trades here, we would have sold, right, instead of buy. Where would we have sold at? Well, we would have sold. Remember, you have to have the first completed bar because you don't know what's going to change there. So you would have sold right there on the next bar, at the open of the next bar. Now, where did you sell? Oh, you know what? That might have been what that line was for, huh? Let me put this here. I don't remember where that line was. Where was our... Well, I'm just going to put it there because I think I'm not even going to be that close about that, adding it up. All right. Here is our would-be normal sale, right? Where would we have sold? After the color change, which would have been right here. So if you look at it between there and there, that is about the number of pips distance. Now, I don't have the lines lined up, and you probably couldn't see those numbers right there, but it was about 40 pips. I'm not 100% certain because you got there's some other things that come into play, but you would have entered about right there, and there's where you would have done it. So see, it says 41 pips. 41 plus 59. Well, that's 100, huh? So it is kind of accurate. So if I would have reversed my trades, I would have made that amount more. Now, does that mean I still don't want to take this down? Of course not. But if I would have reversed my trades, I would have made more. So there you can see in one instance, we looked at the thing that said you can do this yourself. You can convince yourself or, whatever. Here, if we would have followed the same thing, buy on the up signal, sell on the up signal, we would have, now I'm not saying buy on the down signal. I'm just saying reverse this trade. If we would have sold on the up signal, we would have sold somewhere about right here, because you have to have that first bar to the color change, so you'd be selling right there. One reason why people don't, they kind of against indicators, because they say they're late. Are they late or are they early? This sell signal, this buy signal, is actually early for the sell. Look at this one here. There's the color change right there. We would have entered right here. You can clearly see right there is where the normal sell would have been, so you would have been that much better off. I'm not saying don't take that sell there. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying reverse the trades. But let's look at that one. Let's look at that one. Let me drag that down. Okay, here is the color change right there. So we would have sold right here. Let's go back and see where the buy would have been. Okay, now look. In our reversed trade scenario, we would have, there's the signal right there. It went from red to lime. So here's where we would have entered. And we would have been, you know, not much, but still, you know, 29 pips. So the next time somebody says, well, reversing the trades help, you kind of need to know what they're talking about. Sometimes reversing the trades will help. And for sure, in all that I am doing over there on enivids site, I can almost guarantee you most of the trades, if you're interested in selling, and we're only interested in selling now, don't forget that. See, the TSR is going down, so we're only interested in selling. Here, the TSR would be going up, so or at least I shouldn't say we, I am only interested in selling. Here, I am only interested in buying, and through that period of time there. So you would have, and this is the daily. This is the daily. And when I'm not changing my daily signals, I'm only changing the ones when I step down below, you know, to the lower time frames, the actual entries themselves. And you could see, if you would have sold here, been far better off than selling there. And this other one back here, wherever that's at, it would have been far better off. This one right here, you'd have been far better off selling there, reversing your trades, in other words, versus selling here. Look at the difference. So anyway, I'm not trying to change your mind. Basically what I was doing, I don't remember if I mentioned it, all I was trying to do was to, in one of the videos I said I need to calculate all the ups and all the downs and to show the actual pips. And and that's the reason, or at least one of the reasons, is because I want to see how reversing my trades would have worked, the actual individual entries. I want to see. In this case right here, it wouldn't have helped that much, would it? 980 versus say 940, 40 pips, it wouldn't help that much. Across 13 trades, that's not very much. But sometimes it will. So, but anyway,